Shout out to MTR for providing us with this video. Fair use, MTR. Don't copyright me, man. Come on. But my audience, you already know how we roll around here. Like, comment, subscribe. You know, we want to push the video in the algorithm so more people can see it, and it will help me to make more of these videos. Even though the Lord is on our side already, but come on, give us some little more help over here. But let me know what you think of the video, man. Was she considerate of what happened to this guy or not? And with the guy himself, did he learn his lesson? Because I don't know, he's still out here chasing, man. Should he let things happen naturally, or should he go and chase after a woman? And let me know, do you think these people are conscious, or they're just being led by their emotion, which is from the devil, and not the spirit, which is from God? Let me know in the comment section. We'll see you next time.
I need the details on how you got raped by the girl. So let's do this then. Let's on record deny that you were, because you was not.
There's not many discussions or conversations that I bring to you guys that I know beforehand are going to go completely off of the rails. But this one absolutely will. I've come back from vacation to this bullshit right here from the Kendra G live show, the dating live show that we've been reviewing over the past couple of weeks. And this conversation is about despicable and disgusting of a conversation that I have seen on her platform. And I know that I've come from a perspective of kind of like calling out like different hypocritical statements that Kendra G has made as if she's different than members of her audience, right? Calling out modern woman behavior, but then also demonstrating modern woman behavior. We've also talked through the situation between her as well as Corey Holcomb, you know, and kind of poke fun at that. But never has there been a situation as serious as this one, in it which a young man came up to advertise himself on this dating show. He begins to speak about assault that happened to him at the hands of another woman, and to have Kendra G completely and utterly disregard him. Strap yourselves in for this one. In a world where you demonize men for not speaking about what's going on with them, in a world where the self-deletion rate amongst men is 4 times higher than women, where we feel as though we will be ignored, if not laughed at, on the real situations that happen within our lives, we have this conversation right here. You demonize us for it, but then you shit on us when we speak about it. Nevertheless, let's get active.
Papa Dan?
Yeah.
Papa Dan.
But yeah. Yeah,
Say
so
what,
I've been
sir?
on your show before. Yeah, I've been on your show before, like back in 2022 when you had first started.
3 years ago.
Yeah, a little minute ago. Yeah, so that was back when I was in Florida. I live in St. Louis now, so
We've grown so much. We got the Kendra Cam. We got a dating app. So you want to do it again?
I'm here to try again. Different city, new people. You know what I mean? So let's go for it.
Let's go for it. What's your name, sir? You said Pop. So what am I going to call you?
You can call me Daniel, Papa Dan. That's
Daniel.
No.
Daniel, and you're in St. Louis now?
St. Louis now.
How old are you?
33, going on 34.
Okay, and what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces. March 5th, baby.
Zodiac sign?
You have any kids?
I have a son.
How old is your son?
Pay attention.
He's going to be 2. He's another Pisces, just like his daddy.
Why are you not with the mama?
He's March 10th.
Why you not with the mama? You had a baby since you've been on my show, too.
Yeah. Another person trying to run the system, trying to take advantage, you know.
She
Yeah, you can say that. We won't. We as a man, I can't really run with that narrative because nobody can really believe it. But yeah, I put it on the Bible that that's what happened. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm still an accountable adult. Still gotta do what I have to do in this world. You know, because that is my prodigy. So, nevertheless, how he got here, that's what we doing.
Now, the actual word that she said, I'm going to have to edit out, but it rhymes with great. Now, he didn't introduce that into the conversation. She said it in sort of like a mocking, kind of joking way. And he said, well, it could be something like that. But men can't claim those things. Nevertheless, my prodigy is here, and we're going to move forward. Also, I forgot to mention this, is that after backlash, she took this video down from her YouTube channel. But shout out to my brother-in-arms, Theo Coop. Guys, go check out his YouTube channel. He actually captured this, sent it over to me, and said, yo, MTR, you got to take a look at this content. And here we are. I'll leave a link to his channel down in the description box. Tell him MTR sent you.
I need the details on how you got by the girl.
She is not a citizen of America. So naturally, if you've been in America,
where's Trump? ICE. Trump, where you at, man? We need you.
Illegally, you're gonna try to do your best to try to stay. And in your mind and way of thinking, not even if you ask any of your homegirls at international too, they'll tell you ain't a good idea to just go up sleep with an American dude and just try to have a baby so you can try to stay in America, hoping he will marry you. That's what they be hoping they gonna marry you. No, they ain't gonna get God. Ain't gonna get Papa Dan. No. Ain't gonna get me.
Papa Dan. So I wanted to explain your side.
What's up?
With all that being said, you still have to willingly have. This is why I said, because that's the only way a woman could trap you. Right. But if you willingly have sex with her, right, then you participated. So did you willingly have sex with her?
She got me. I used to make wine back then, so like I said, on the level of accountability,
she Bill Cosby you? She gave you a pill?
For me, I can say on the level of accountability, when a woman wraps their legs around you in the process of you being on top, and you trying to relinquish yourself from the situation, and she's saying, "No, dude, you ain't going nowhere. You gonna have my baby." And in that moment, as a dude, you're like, "All right, well, shit, we gonna do Plan B like we normally do." And then she looked at me like, "No, we ain't doing that neither." So, I was like...
Okay, so again, so she's letting you know all this in the act, and you still went through with it. So, how was this...
women's rights, her body, her choice.
Exactly. So here's the deal, her body, her choice, but you can decide not to put your body inside her body.
Very well so, and that's the level of accountability that I have in the situation. I used to be a winemaker. She got me drunk off my own supply. I don't ever drink my own supply. 13% alcohol content. She said, "Ooh, Dan, you come and drink this wine with me in the room. I'm going to bring a glass."
Look at her face.
I ain't trying to, but my dumb self did what it did, and that's just the level of accountability I have for it. So here we are today, trying to hope and pray we can find a wholesome woman that can treat your boy right. Somebody with some knowledge on her side that has been through the trenches and know how tough it is in this dating pool that got all the piss in it,
This still image right here is worth 1,000 words, from both actors within this situation. I'll get to the gentleman here in a quick second. A man just described his position or his perception of the situation where he believes that he was set up. She was a foreigner. She wants to not be a foreigner, wants to have baby in order to get ring to move out of foreign country. She incentivized him by enabling a situation to get him drunk. He goes deep inside, raw daddy. At the point of climax, she wraps her legs around him and squeezes tight as he explodes, with the idea that Plan B was an option, but he kept. Now, if the brother within all of this didn't say that, "No, I am not accountable for anything within this situation," I would absolutely have an issue with this. But let's just take for a second that the situation was flipped. Let's say that it was a guy that enabled a situation for a woman to get drunk within his presence, went deep inside, raw daddy. She said, "No, get off me," at the point of climax, and he finished deep inside. And let's say that the woman didn't have an option for Plan B or didn't have the option for the A word. If a woman told you that story, would you still be sitting over there looking like she is not shit the same way that you are looking at him like he's not shit? The answer is unequivocally no. Because in your mind, you believe that a man cannot be forced to do something that he does not want to do. If at the point of finishing, she locks her legs and you cannot get out, then yes, that is assault. Now, can he be held accountable for even putting himself in a situation for drinking? Absolutely. Could he be held accountable for going raw daddy in this woman? Absolutely. But he's taking accountability for that. But back onto the side of the young man, his issue is that his demeanor while talking about this whole story is laughy-jokey. Gentlemen, I tell you guys so much and so often that serious times or serious situations, laughy, jokey, may not be the demeanor that is necessary to get your point across. And I have a feeling that his nice guyness attitude that we see right here is correlated to him inevitably being taken advantage of from the other woman. If it was a woman who told that exact same story and you did the same thing, that would be referred to as victim blaming. So is this victim blaming? Or are you so concerned with looking down in your comment section of irrational and hurt women that you feel as though you have to side with whatever bullshit they're throwing at you? The feminism that is deeply soaked within to your veins, which has led to a lifetime of singleness, is showing. Your bias is leaking.
We're all a work in progress out here, you know.
Okay, I gotta add some of my thoughts on this, right? Obviously, you take accountability, which is great. You think he would have learned from that situation, but not really. Here he is again, searching for another woman. He put himself in that situation because he didn't let that situation happen naturally. He went out, he finds some girl that wanted to take advantage of him because the girl know he wants a girl, and she saw that woman, his weakness, so now she used it against him, got him drunk, take advantage of him, got him to put a baby inside of him, and not only that, she held him down when he was unconscious to get that to happen, right? Obviously. So let's touch a little bit deeper on this. He set himself up. He listened to thoughts tell him, oh, you need a woman. You're 30, he was 20 something back then. Not gonna do the age, doesn't matter. But he was 20, early 27, 28, right? And thoughts set him up, oh, you're getting older, you need to have a woman, you need to have a family, you need to have a kid. Well, the thought gave you what you wanted, right? And guess what? It felt good in the moment, and now you're reaping the consequences. This is what the thoughts do to you. It sets you up, make you feel good, then it take the good feeling away from you. Thoughts are from the devil, I'm telling you. Anyone can say whatever they want, don't care. If you don't believe me, tell your thoughts to shut up and tell them to stop coming to you and see if you can control them. Guess what? You can, because they're not you. They're not you. Other thing is, if it was the other side around and if it was a girl saying these things, oh, whoa, it would be a uproar. The community would be going crazy. But guess what? He's a man. And you know why he has to take accountability? Because he's the man. He's the one that leads a relationship. He's the one the family will look up to. No one's going to blame the woman. They're going to blame the man because you're the one that should be responsible. Just like God made it. God, then man, then woman, then kids. So why we out here letting women lead? Why we out here letting a dating coach give you advice? Anytime you listen to the woman, you're going to suffer for it. And he's going to go suffer again. He's out here chasing after a woman. Just let it happen naturally, my guy.
You know?
That's the story you really want to tell? So that's the story you really going with?
Really?
I'm going to say, you put the words in my mouth when you initially said...
No, you were supposed to... I was being...
What was that?
I said that... No, hold on real quick. I said that because you said a woman trapped you. So sarcastically, I said, oh, she do? Right. And then you said yes.
You know what? A man can never be a damsel in distress. Because at the end of the day, we're supposed to be masculine. We're not supposed to have feelings. But in the whole light of the situation, when we had the pre-conversation about kids, I didn't want to have kids at that time.
So here's the deal. Okay, if you don't want to have kids at times, then your responsibility is, A, you don't have sex with her because you don't want to have kids. B, you wear a condom to protect yourself from having kids. Yeah. And we can have the grown folks, there's a grown folks pull-out game. So my thing is, regardless of what she said, you are still a man that has to take accountability for participating in the
like I've already said, we can
been doing that.
Video love. I've already taken accountability.
He already took accountability. She's just not paying attention. She's going unconscious because she's only listen. She's just listening to what she wants to hear. But the other point is, she got him unconscious, which means he was intoxicated, which means you may not have your full function of your senses. So he might not be thinking, let's protect myself and put something on so I don't get this woman pregnant. She clearly went into this pre-emotionally setting it up. She took advantage of the guy clearly off rip, and she just negates it. Because guess what? You're a man. That's why it's your responsibility to pick the right woman. It's your responsibility to not go seek one, but let God had one onto you. And if I'm not mistaken, it was in the Bible when Moses, after the flood and everything was over, his 2 daughters got him drunk and they slept with him to get pregnant from their dad. He didn't even know because they got him drunk. That's why you shouldn't be going to the bar and trying to pick up these girls, because they can say, listen, I was drunk, you took advantage of me, and the next day, guess what, buddy, you're in jail. But it's not the other way around for the man. No responsibility for the woman. But it's your fault for putting yourself in that position and not knowing that any woman that's at the bar is not even a good woman to take serious or to even do anything with. Because you do anything with it and she gets pregnant, she's going to destroy you.
How many times do you have to tell you?
Listen. Let's on record deny that you were, because you was not.
In any, I'll just say in any woman's eyes, no. But if I was to talk to a group of men and tell them what happened, it didn't happen to several dudes. We just don't talk about it. These are like stories we don't tell.
How many damn times does he has to tell you? He's not coming from a perspective that he doesn't love his son. He doesn't take care of his son. He doesn't spend time with his son. He doesn't financially provide for his son. He's saying that it's his little prodigy, or that he's not taking accountability for the missteps within the situation. But your want to win this argument of the labeling of someone who probably watches you makes you block out all logic and rationale and intelligent thinking as he's speaking to you. The man at this point is trying to move along from the conversation to go up there what he thought he was doing there. But now you are holding his feet to the fire or holding him down within a conversation that you weren't involved in. You don't know the truth. So to say what he was or what he wasn't is absolutely ridiculous.
But at the end of the day, my perception is my perception of what really happened. Only I and the person that had the child
exactly
that are in the situation to be a single mother, because a lot of times,
face.
You understand, there are women striving out here to be single mothers. They do not want men in the picture.
Listen, I'm not, hold on real quick.
What's that?
I'm not disagreeing.
Definitely. You're striving because the government's going to help them take care of a kid when the dad is not in their home. And they're going to end up ruining the kid. And the kid is going to not be a productive member of society. He's going to be taken advantage of. The spirit, it's a spiritual warfare. And the devil will have him. Unless he seek the kingdom of God. That's the only person that can save him. From his mama's spirit.
Her intentions, right? Maybe her intentions were to get pregnant by you, to stay in America. There's no disagreement there.
Right.
The intentions of what you're describing could very well be true. Mm-hmm. The disagreement is you claiming to have been.
Okay.
Like, that's the disagreement.
Discrepancy wise, so I can give you so we can move on. I got drunk off my own supply of wine that I made, that I swished with my hands. You serve me wine, you force it down my throat, I get drunk. Now, every woman's story is if they get drunk and they get instantly the man is guilty, he goes to jail, lock away the key in the chamber of secrets. But like I said,
Facts.
in America, realistically,
Facts.
that will never be the man's narrative.
No.
Well, pause.
Let me finish. That's why
I'm not going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish.
Of course she's not.
Sure.
You are telling the wrong story.
Why would she not let him finish? Right, MTR, why would she not let him finish? Because she got cooked. She knows she messed up. What the? But to be fair, honestly, it's always going to be the man's fault because you are the leader. It's you that's supposed to lead. You were made in God likeness. And then the woman made from the man. So you're supposed to lead properly. But guess what? You're subjecting yourself to the woman because you're chasing her. You make the woman your God. So whatever you get, you deserve. Because the woman have made the devil her God. She have made the thoughts her God. And by doing that, she's an emotionally person. And you're going to follow her and make her your God and you're going to listen to her? Whatever the outcome is, you deserve it.
Example of they have passed out, right? So these are women that if they were drugs, they will say that they were not even coherent.
No, that's not it. It could be it. But these women will wake up, go to a gender studies class, and now claim that that situation had happened before because they had been intoxicated. They are now a assault victim. This is happening on college campuses each and every day, which is why I tell the young G's that look at the content on this channel, don't even go out and drink with her. Don't even do it, because if you do, you are thereby heavily increasing the chances that it might bite your ass in the morning when she regrets her decision. You asserting that means that you have absolutely no idea. You continue to demonstrate lack of empathy and or understanding for men. And again, women who do not understand men are the women that end up single and lonely the entirety of their life. Let's proceed.
And that
I have to agree on MTR points here. Not everyone is going to be Christian and not follow the Bible. They're going to go do their things, but that's why they're going to get these results, right? And I do agree with him when he's like, don't go and... Wait, I missed the thought. The thought went by. Oh, yeah, he said she has no empathy. She can't sympathize with the guy or anything because she just doesn't care. You think women have love? They don't know what love is. They've been traumatized for so long, growing up as a kid, because they went into their thoughts because their mom treated them the wrong way and tell them that they love them. And they have identified with that spirit for so long because they go into thoughts, right? And plan out their life and get an emotional reaction from it and then do the action. They don't know any better. So you're looking for love from someone that doesn't even know what love is, or looking for sympathy from someone they don't even know what that is. They don't know because it's not real. It's some made up word that society have thrown out because we go off how women feel. Really? Come on, man. Amazing.
Acts of sex. They cannot.
I'm telling you that I wasn't coherent.
No, you are coherent because you told me exactly what happened. You told me she was on top of you. You told me that.
I told you I was on top of her. She put her legs around me.
Either way,
that's crazy.
Legs around.
That's crazy.
What happened in the sexual activity. So you
Right.
were not. You were conscious. So you can't use that as an example. A conscious, only thing you can say is if you don't remember nothing,
This is crazy.
and then that will still be hard because then it'll be like, how did you have an erection? But long story short, you...
What? So wait, you're telling me if this was a girl and she said this, you would tell her like, okay, how do you know this? Were you conscious or were you unconscious? And she's going to be, I vividly remember it. Well, does her word uphold now? Why does her word get uphold but not his word? See what I'm saying here? Man, pay close attention, because this is how society is against you.
You cannot compare yourself to women who have been drugged because these women don't remember anything. You can recite the actual...
So if they don't remember anything, how can you take their word for it? They don't remember anything. So how? What the?
Oh, Kendra don't remember anything. Anybody can wake up from consciousness during the act of something and completely fall back asleep. And when you go to court, Like I said, it's her word against mine.
And when you go to court, unless you have fantastic financial backing to get the best attorneys at your side, you're up shit's creek with no goddamn paddle. I've had friends in my life in this exact same shit. They were football stars. Now, am I saying 100% of men that go through this are innocent? No, I am not saying that. Mm-hmm. But am I also saying that there are women out there that have been proven liars time and time again? When all evidence has been compiled together? Yes, that absolutely happens. But instead, we live in a hashtag believe all women society. Not believe all men. And this conversation proves it.
Women are the most diabolical thing ever.
I'm not on here to stir the Yaya Sisterhood Traveling Pants Club. We ain't here to do none of that. We just here to see if there's any honest women out here that can understand our brother's situation, because there's a lot of other brothers have been through the same thing I have. And I could be a bitter baby daddy, and I could be bashing her all over the world like most men would, but I don't have time to do that. I'm a progressive male. I done moved on with my life. She didn't got a whole nother man and is doing what she doing. So for me, we can all we can do is be adults about any situation and move past it. If we can't,
I bet that other guy that she's with, he probably thinks he won the lottery. Yet he doesn't know that he's with the devil.
Work what we got out.
He's with the devil.
We're gonna move forward with the interview, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Only a goofy woman is gonna reach out to you.
What?
So just
this is what happened when you listen to the woman. She starts clowning him. I told you they got no love. They got no love, man. How does she know that?
So when you were talking about, you gotta understand, that type of woman is gonna hit you up. Any woman with any sense is gonna look at what you're saying about your ex and the child's mother and try to consider that as like, what the hell are you talking about?
So not only are you going to tell him what his situation means to him without you even being there, but then also you're going to say only a goofy woman would hit him up. No wonder she took this video down. This is such an L take. I can't even fathom the degree of L that this is. This is so crazy. Shout out to Dan, though. And listen, I consider myself a stoic dude, but that would have been the part of the conversation where you would have seen a good old MTR crash out. But his level of patience gives insight into his demeanor and being able to handle a situation that he claims as happening to him. And then to be able to sit back and watch someone demean and demoralize the things that he is saying just based off of her feminist ass bias. Like I said, this is a good dude right here. Couple more seconds.
Right. And this is why certain words we just don't say. So jokingly, it was a joke to you. Wasn't a joke to me. I never nor laughed once about the issue. But nevertheless, you wanted to know more information about it. I have nothing to hide in this world. That's between me and God at the end of the day.
Well, I want to say this again. Again, how I got there was because you said you were taken advantage of. So that's why I said that, and then we went down the whole rabbit hole. I would have never said that if you didn't claim to have been taken advantage of.
I honestly don't feel like it's neither near here nor relevant to my decision making and how I conduct myself now. That was then. This is now. This is present day. I mean, I don't know.
Just trying to move.
I don't know what more you could really want from me in that particular situation. Whether I get a goofy woman or not, I think everybody is goofy until proven not goofy. So
okay, fair enough.